Just made my first pair of Bánh Tét right here. Alright, so don't be intimidated to make Bánh Tét because it's actually pretty easy. There's only like 4 ingredients or 3 ingredients plus the banana leaf. I don't know if you can count that as an ingredient, but it just takes a little bit of patience to prep the thing. But really all you need is pork belly, glutinous rice, mung beans, banana leaves, and a few strings. For the mung beans, you have to soak them overnight, like 8 hours at least. Of course, you gotta wash it first because I think they have like some sort of coloring on it to make it yellow. So you gotta wash it till the water is clear, then soak it overnight. Then strain it, let it dry for like an hour or so. Then we season it with just a little bit of salt, some chicken bouillon, and black pepper. Give that a good mix, then it's all set to go. And as for the glutinous rice, pretty similar, but you only need to soak this for at least 2 hours. Of course, you gotta rinse it until the water runs clear, then soak it for 2 hours. Then let it strain for like another hour. Then we season it with just a little bit of salt. Optional, but I added in like a little bit of chicken bouillon. And actually the secret is, my mom taught me this, that you have to add a little bit of oil in here. When you cut it, you won't get that little grainy things in it. Like it's more smooth when you cut it, supposedly. As for the pork belly, find yourself a really nice cut. I got this from H Mart. It's a little bit more expensive, but the pork cut there is really, really high quality. I love the pork belly there. You want to cut your pork belly into about 1/2 inch or a 3/4 inch. You need to wash the pork first with a little bit of salt, either lime or vinegar, and then rinse it, let it dry. Then after you wash them, we're gonna strain it, dry it, make sure it's really dry before you marinate it. For this, I mixed up a dry marinade. 1 part salt, 1 part sugar, 1 part chicken bouillon, 1 part pepper. You wanna sprinkle that all over the pork first. And then we're using like scallion heads and shallots. Mince that up really fine in a food processor. We'll add that in to add the aromatics for our pork. I didn't film it here, but make sure to add a little bit of oil in there too. I did this overnight and then put it in the fridge. That way it gets more flavor. I think the hardest part is actually prepping the banana leaves. I could get these like fresh, but actually my mom told me to get the frozen one because the fresh one actually is harder because when you fold it, it breaks easily. So then you have to like cook it in hot water and stuff. So that's another whole process. So if you're able to get the frozen one, get the frozen one. Throw it in like a tub of water there. We really need to wash these because these are not clean. These are pretty dirty. Then using a towel, we gotta wipe it clean and dry. For banana leaves, I separate it into 4 piles. This is the large sheet. This is about 12 to 14 inches. Depending on how large your pork is. Okay. And we got the small sheets. These are gonna be for the end. These are about 2.5 inches. And these are the one that does not fly into this. Like it's not 12 or 14 inches, it's just mid. And it's too good to actually split up to make these because they're still wholesome. There's no cracks in it. Then these are just all the cracks and all the leftovers. So every Bánh Tét, you're going to use 4 small ones like these for the ends and 4 large ones like these, okay, to layer them. Then we got like the medium pieces over here too. These are to patch stuff. So if some of the large one like these are not thick, especially like the younger one where the paper is like thinner or the leaf is thinner, then you need an extra side of this. So preparing this is actually the most work. Rolling it just takes practice and time. Once you get like the first 2 or 3 rolling, you know, all the ones after that is pretty easy. Let's get rolling. boiling hot water in here. Fill up all the water. Lay in some banana leaves. My first bánh tét. Một đoàn bánh tét. Usually when we give 2 at a time. It goes as a pair, so. Like that. Look at that. I'll put that on here. Way better than a lot of store-bought one, huh? Homemade. Super fresh.